think about Jesus at the age of 12. At the age of 12, he was teaching Pharisees and scribes and teachers of the law at the age of 12. If I ask you where you were at the age of 12, you might not remember. Are you getting what I'm saying? There are 3 reasons why you must redeem the time. Now, I don't know if anybody has said it to you this week, but I will try as much as possible to do justice to what this text means. When it says redeeming the time, it means that there are 3 categories of people. First off, the first categories of people that need to redeem the time is people who have wasted time. Can someone say that with me? Say people who have wasted time. The second category of people are those people who are not even aware that there is time allotted to their destiny. Have you ever heard people that will tell you something like, I'll give my life to Christ when I'm 40 years old? Have you heard it before? You know, sometimes when you go and evangelize, and people say, when I'm 50 years old, I will come, I'll give my life to Christ and then I'll be serious. Or have you also heard people who will tell you that when they're about to die, they'll give their life to Christ? Have you heard people say that before? You know, that's what the first text tells us in verse 15. It says, walking circumspectly, not as fools. Those statements are vocabularies of foolish men. There is a way a foolish man sounds. And part of the ways that a foolish man sounds is when a foolish man says something like, when I am 50, I will come back to the Lord. It shows the height of your foolishness. Because make no mistake, there is time allotted to destiny. No matter how passionate a man is about God, when you get to 70, there are little things you can do in God again. Just imagine God calling a man in this economy at the age of 80. If a man begins a church at the age of 80, tell me, what are the probabilities of him finding members? You know, I was in a conversation with some of my friends and I said, I'm not up to 30 yet. And I was telling my friends that just imagine that I got it right at the age of 15. By the grace of God, I think I may be passionate about God. But I was telling them, I said, imagine that I got it right at the age of 15. Do you know that there's a way that a young person will pattern their life? The future is no longer a probability, it's a done deal. Just think about Jesus at the age of 12. At the age of 12, he was teaching Pharisees and scribes and teachers of the law at the age of 12. If I ask you where you were at the age of 12, you might not remember. Are you getting what I'm saying? I'm saying that if you are not careful, you will lose time, and then at the age of 30, you will realize that you have lost time, and then you will be struggling to do the things you should naturally do before. God was teaching me something recently, and God was telling me that one of the reasons why people should get it right, that's why David says, satisfy us early. He said one of the reasons why you must get it right very early is because just imagine if you are 40 and you are still fasting and praying for money, you have lost time already. You have lost time. Because in this dispensation, you can be 20 and be a millionaire. Are you aware? Say, I'm not going to waste time.